Hey, how's it going? Welcome back. This is Jujutsu Kaisen Season 2, Episode 19. Last episode we left off with Nobara, and she's potentially fighting Mahito's double. We don't quite know for sure. It's either her or Yuji, right? That's 50-50. But with that said, we don't really know if there are any, disadvantages that the clone has. Maybe it's similar to a lot of the anime tropes where it has like a power difference, like, hey, main body gets 70%, clone gets 30%. Or maybe it can't use certain skills. Maybe it has like almost no health. So these are kind of questions that we are unsure of at this point. And then we have Mahito's objective to pretty much inflict as much mental damage to Yuji at this point as humanly possible. As always, if you do enjoy the video, make sure you give it a like. Subscribing to the channel will allow you to keep up to date with any videos that I post, whether that be pretty much the last few episodes of Jujutsu Kaisen. Shogun's currently also being uploaded, and I just did the first episode, well, technically episode 5, but the first episode of Secret Level. As always, make sure you grab a drink and some snacks, and let's get going.
ナナミさんも言ってたでしょ。それにイエイリさんのこと黙ってたのは私がこういう無茶に出るのを防ぐためでしょ。この人たちの到着が遅かったのも多分そのため。それでもあいつらが戦ってるのに一人だけ帰るなんて私にはできない。ちょっと
I respect that. What's her reaction gonna be? Nope. Title card. Got it. No reaction. More cannon fodder.
もうちょいダゴンに人間残してもらえばよかったかな。ま、十分か。大丈夫か。
Sound like a flashbang, blood, smoke screen type situation. Kind of creative, not gonna lie. Hey, the man has a name. Oh, had a name. Better put some respect on it too. Especially considering he bodied you. Yeah, I'd say he bodied him in the first fight. Oh, so this is the double. Okay. Okay. So it's probably the same power then, it's just obviously the abilities are what differs here. Which, I mean, he's still plenty enough to take her out, so. Okay. Like that animation. Hairpin? Yeah, boy. Yeah, I will say that she's extremely creative, and I guess you kind of have to be if your ability is just hitting nails, but it's refreshing to see that. Uh-oh. It's not just Yuji now. Someone else can affect your soul. Yes, sir.
妙だな。少し離れたところで私の呪力が外れる感じがした。なんつうか呪力の圧も半端だし、さっきもがっつり私に触れりゃいいのによ。お前分身かなんかで術式使えねえんだろ。
Smart. See, and this is true for the season. Ooh, nice. Season 1, where she is the breath of fresh air because she's written really well. It actually has some use and isn't just like cannon fodder. Or not cannon fodder, but just not like just along for the ride, right? Whereas like if you look at some of the other animes, especially like if you go back to when I first got introduced to the big three, I mean nowadays One Piece, like you have Nami and Robin who are essentially useless. Same with like Chopper, like they're pretty much just like fan service. And then same thing for Sakura, right? Like that was a big issue with writing for Naruto. It's just like she's useless, bro. Like she doesn't do anything. Because Kurosaki actually has moments, like she does stuff. She's not just, you know, along for the ride. Especially like the Black Flash episode near the end when they're fighting the Chris Rooms. So cool. Probably one of my favorite scenes from season 1, actually. Also, I'm glad to see Yuji actually putting in some work and not just, well, being so reluctant to do anything. At this point, you just kind of, I hate to say it, just gotta get it over with. Like, just take him out. It's causing too much damage because you're scared to kill. I love his reactions just to run away. It's hilarious. Oh. There's just too many variables, I guess, so it makes sense for me anyway. Alright, I'm betting $5 he's gonna fall for some stupid trick. Cursed energy. Wrong one? Yep. It has to be like, what, the second or third time that's happened now? Ooh. I think he's just gonna kill, yeah, Nobara right in front of him. No real reason to merge right now. Slow Yuji down with the other one. Oh, and she thinks that, well, she knows that the double can't hit her. Well, I don't think she can do any better than Nami, so probably dead. Like 90%, probably. She's not, yeah, she's not as strong though. Soul's probably a lot weaker. Oh, is she gonna blow up? Don't blow up. Oh, you get the death flashback. Nice. Okay, well she's like 99% dead then. Edge guarding and Super Smash Brothers. I remember seeing that those old style, well I guess they still currently use them, but this style of backpack is quite expensive. I guess you do carry it for a long time. I think it's more traditional compared to, let's say like a Jan Sport or something like that. That's tough. They're like the same height. How would she catch it if she's on a chair? What's wrong with her face, bro? Spam up smash or side smash. Secret tunnel.
野原ちゃんは子供らしからぬことを言ったと思えば急にこんなことも口にする。
今日からそこに住むんだ。
今思えばあれは誰かの受け売りだったんだと思う。例えばお母さんとか。
ここ。
It's a pretty big base you got
秘密
there.
基地は人んちだった。
本当に来てくれた。いらっしゃい。寒かったでしょう。
それからさらに少し経って沙織ちゃんが引っ越した。
That's tough.
野原ちゃんと2人で見送ったけど、その時誰が何て言ったとかどんな天気だったとか思い出すことが
Yeah, I
でき
mean,
ない。
if you've ever moved across country or just
でも
moved in general or moved a lot
と
when
に
you
か
were
く野
younger,
原ちゃんが顔をべちゃべちゃにして泣
definitely
いていた。
empathize with that.
この子も泣くんだと。その衝撃で他のことが頭に入ってこ
Especially
なかっ
if
た
you've
ん
been
だと
somewhere
思
for
う。
a hot minute too.
じゃあ二度とここには戻ってこねえから。ふみ、あんたもそのうちこの村出なさいよ。
私の時は泣かないんだなんて最低なセリフがよぎったせいで何も言えなくなってしまった。あれから私たちは沙織ちゃんの話をしていない。
ふみ、次会う時は3人で。
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense. If you've ever experienced that, it's. I mean, you grew up with these people for so long, right? You shared so many memories together. And then to kind of just start anew, start fresh, it's terrifying. The unknown is terrifying. Look at that hideous cable management. Come on now.
ワンワン泣かれたな。今の普通の私見たらがっかりするだろうな。元気かな、野原ちゃん。今どこで何してるんだろう。
Fortunately, she's not doing so hot.
あの村の連中は全員頭がおかしい。そんなことはない。でもおかしいやつの声は大きくて、自分以外のすべてに
Call
覚え
that
て
the vocal
土足で
minority.
他人の人生を踏みにじるもんなんだ。
Okay, I think I'm gonna raise her chances of death to like 99.5.
ごめんね、ふみ。約束守れなくて。
Okay, like 99.7. Oh boy, he's gonna snap.
みんなに伝えて。悪くなかった。
Oh, she blew up. Not as bad as Nanami though. Maybe she is alive. Okay, raised it to 99.9. Because it was just a little bit of her face. I don't know if that was like her brain and stuff too, or maybe just the eye, or... I don't know why I'm assuming just that little bit would blow up, but... Okay, like 99.99. That's my final one. Oh, man. I mean, to be honest, it's a pretty powerful episode. If you want to dig into a little bit more and kind of reflect on your life and just the relationships, both romantic, platonic, like looking back from your group of friends, like who do you miss? Who would you love to see again? All that stuff, right? I guess if you want to take some advice from a random stranger on the internet who uploads videos on YouTube, I would strongly suggest to definitely foster, like you have to foster those relationships even if you do move cross country. Like in my case, I'm still trying to work on this and getting better at it. But if you've had friendships with these people for, well, in my case, like since elementary and middle school, high school, all the way through, and I just went back to a friend's wedding and it kind of blew my mind that they'd already been dating for 10 plus years and now they're getting married. So it's crazy, but if you just stay in touch, it helps so much. And we have so much technology nowadays, which is supposed to make it a lot easier to keep in touch. Obviously phone, text, we have email, which probably not so much. You have like Skype, if you still use Skype or Zoom or whatever. Discord obviously is a very common one. If you play online games, like hell, just even just chatting over that. There's so much at our fingertips to keep those relationships up to date, but I know personally it's just so hard. Like obviously you guys have your own lives and it's not as easy, I guess, as you would think. Or maybe it's easier to find excuses as opposed to like actually putting in the work. But I would recommend it. I'm still trying to do that today. By no means am I perfect. Type of relationships that I have, I can go back after I haven't seen these guys since I moved away for college and kind of pick up exactly where we left off and like nothing's changed. It's been a little bit of time obviously getting over like maybe the initial awkwardness of seeing each other again, but pretty much within like the first 5, 10, 30 minutes, whatever, you kind of just talk about your lives and just like you never left. Tell you what, man, though, I think Yuji is going to absolutely snap. I mean, and when he snaps, I don't know what that actually means for us. If it means Sukuna is going to come back, which would be absolutely crazy. I don't know how we'd end a season like that. Let's say he does snap and he just goes off the rails and just goes full, I guess, blitzkrieg on Mahito. Like, who's going to stop him? Like, is he fine sacrificing himself to take out Mahito? Because at this point, they both have caused so much damage and taken so many lives throughout this arc. And so maybe this is his definition of a good death. Because I can't think of a single person who's actually in good shape to actually help Yuji. It's like Megumi's gone, Gojo's healed. I guess Mei could come. I forget what her status is. Like, I guess Panda, technically. Maki ain't doing anything. And I don't recall if we ever saw any, like, upperclassmen come in at all. I think it's just some of the other teachers. That's assuming that Yuji can actually even take out Mahito. I mean, he's been kind of outmaneuvered at every step to this point. If you did enjoy the episode, make sure you give it a like. If I missed anything you want to discuss further, the comment section down below is the best way to do so. And as always, if you want to follow along for the remaining episodes of Jujutsu Kaisen, I think we only have like 3 or 4 left, or any other show I upload like Shogun, just started Secret Level, then subscribing to the channel is the best way to do so. Have a great night. Bye.